Hello, namaskar दोस्तों. So here we are going to start one particular article which is going to be very important in context of your English language, and it will facilitate your English learning. Okay, so let's try to watch whole videos. Here you will learn a lot of things. Okay, and many lot of new words and vocab. So try to watch whole videos. So let's start without wasting any time. So as you people are aware that here would be one student and he is going to ask one particular question with his teacher. Okay, and teacher will reply. So you can also correlate, as yourself. So you are also going to ask some question and you will get the same answer. Okay, so the question is, what is the meaning? The question is being asked by the student. What is the meaning of to nip in the bud, sir? Okay, so this is the question. If you people are aware the answer of this question, to nip in the bud, so I think you must be happy, otherwise you just to watch. Okay, so let's try to find out what would be the answer. To nip in the bud, to nip in the bud is an idiom. So first and foremost important thing, that to nip in the bud is an idiom. Okay, again let's try to find out. So to nip means to squeeze sharply. Okay, to squeeze sharply. For example, as you have lemon and you squeeze lemon, so it's like that. Okay, to nip, or nip is the synonym of, we can say, destroy. Okay, or deform, pulverize. So we can say like this: when a bud is nipped. Okay, what do you know what is bud? Bud, when if there is a one flower, and flower, you know before being a flower, flower would be a bud. Okay, so when a bud is nipped, it will not develop into a flower. Okay, it will not develop into a flower and then into fruit. So it will not develop in flower, and when it will not develop in flower, then it is not going to be fruit. When something is nipped in the bud, okay, when something nipped in the bud, it mean it is destroyed in its early stages. Okay, so what does it mean? It means that if someone, okay, for example, someone, if we talk about human being, if they have been nipped in the bud, it means they have been destroyed in their early stage, in their childhood. Okay, so it's like that. So it's a very important idiom you can use while speaking. So it is prevented from growing any further. Okay, so it is prevented. So you can say that it is going to stop. Okay, it is going to be start for further growing. Okay, to nip in the bud means to destroy something at very beginning. So you can note down this. So it is going to be just conclusion. To nip in the bud means to destroy something at very early stage or at very beginning. Okay, so here is a some example, and just try to read this example. Bad habit must be nipped in the bud. So bad habits must be nipped in the bud. Okay, again, her plans for further studies were nipped in the bud. Again, another one, his tendency to lie must be nipped in the bud. So all right, his tendency to lie must be nipped in the bud. Okay, for example, someone has bad qualities. So those bad qualities must be nipped in the bud, means we have to stop in an early stage, otherwise that bad habit is going to be dangerous for that guys. Okay, so you can understand these things, and you can use this idiom while speaking, okay, or while writing. Again, let's go ahead. How do you use the word budge, sir? Okay, again the next question is being asked by the student. What do you how do you use the word budge, sir? Okay, so now teacher is replying. The word budge means cause to move very little. Okay, budge means cause to move very little, make the slightest movement. It is generally used with the negative. So you can understand that what is mean by judge. Judge is stand for move. Okay, judge is stand sorry, not judge, it's a budge. So budge is stand for move. if you are budging something, it means you are moving. Okay, you are moving that things with a very, in a slow pace. Okay, in slow pace you are moving that things, so it is the buzz. It is generally used with a negative. For example, the cart did not buzz. Okay, the cart did not budge. Next one, once he makes up his mind, he will not buzz. For example, you can also say that once he makes a promise, he will not budge. Okay, I asked him to consider his decision, he refused to budge. Means I asked him to consider his decision, he refused to budge. Mean he denied to move from his decision. Means he is stick on his decision. So this is the meaning of budge. This is the way the word is used. This is the way the word is used. Again, next question is being asked by the student. What is the difference between carry on and carry out, sir? Okay, I am pretty sure that you people know the word carry on and carry out, and you also use this word in your daily life. Okay, so carry on has several meaning. The answer is being provided by teacher. Carry on has several meanings. I do not want to go into all of them. I do not want. So teacher is saying that there is a lot of meaning of carry on, but we will not discuss all of them. One of the meaning is to continue one's work for a duty. Okay, one of the meaning is to continue one's work or duty. Okay, so this is the one of the meaning of carry on. So here is some examples like, please do not get up, carry on your work. Okay, please do not get up, carry on your work. Despite all the difficulties, he is carrying on. So there is a lot of difficulties even though he is doing his work. Okay, so here is the meaning of carry on, means he is doing his work continuously. Okay, if someone is doing something continuous, then you can use carry on. Okay, so these are the things. And I'm not well, another one, I'm not well, still I have to carry on the work as there is a nobody else here. I'm not well, still I have to carry on the work as there is nobody else here. And the next question was carry out. Okay, there the student asked the difference between carry on and carry out. So what is mean by carry out? Carry out means to perform or to put into pra- uh, priorities. Okay, to perform or to put into priorities, to give effect to. Okay, so whether I like it or not, I have to carry out his instruction. So how can you use carry out? So here is one example. Whether I like it or not, I have to carry out his instruction. For example, you have been told something by your parents. So it doesn't matter that you are liking their advice or not, even though you have to follow. So it means you have to carry out. Okay. Means what is mean carry out means that you are bounded by those advice, or you are bounded to perform that work. Okay, so you have to use carry out there. Whether I like it or not, I have to carry out his instruction. You can rely on him to carry out your instruction. Okay, so you can rely on him to carry out your instructions. Again, he makes promises but does not carry them out. Okay, there is a lot of people who makes lot of promises but they don't care about their promises. Okay, so you can use the same sentence for those. He makes promises but does not carry them out. Okay, so it was very good sentence, you can note down. Again, it is easy to make resolutions but it is difficult to carry them out. Okay, so it is difficult to carry them out. It is easy to make resolutions, but it is difficult to carry them out. Okay, it is easy to make promise, but it is difficult to carry them out. Okay, these are the things you can note down these things, and you can use while speaking English language. Again, another question. Mr. P.S. Warner of Perinta Lamanna, okay, this is the name of the place you can pronounce, okay, wants to know whether the following sentences, okay, these are the sentences, following sentences he heard in a recent broadcast over All India Radio are correct. Okay, so the question is being asked that here is some sentences, and they are asking that these sentences has been broadcast over All India Radio, so is it correct or not? Okay, so you can also point if is there any fault or not. Okay, so the first sentence is Mr. X may be anyone, will represent the president in the funeral, in the funeral. And the second one, Mr. X congratulated him for his performance. So are you people finding any fault here in these sentences? Okay, let's try to watch is there any fault or not. So in first one, it should be at the funeral. Okay, in the first sentence there is in the funeral, but the teacher is replying that it should be at the funeral and not in the funeral. Okay, so instead of in, there should be at. Okay, there is a fault of preposition. So for example, I was present at his wedding, not in his wedding. Okay, again, I was present at at the function. I was present at the meeting. He will present me at the function. So you must know about the differences between preposition in and at. So you can also note down these things. In the funeral has some sad implication which we need not go into now. Okay, so in the funeral has some bad implication. Okay, leave that. Again, you congratulated someone on his performance. Okay, for example, the second sentence was Mr. X congratulated him for his performance. Okay, so here was for. So, but in answer they are saying that instead of for there would be on. You congratulated someone on his performance. Okay, use on instead, instead of for. So I congratulated him on his success in the examination. I congratulated him on his getting an award. Again, I congratulated him on his becoming a father. You congratulated someone on something. Okay, so if you are speaking like this, then you have to use on instead of for. Again, well, let's stop here. Goodbye. Thank you, sir. Goodbye. So I'm sure that you have also learned something from here. So whatever we have learned today, just let's recall here. So today we have learned one idiom, like to nip in the word. Okay, is an idiom, so it is very important. Okay, so the meaning of this idiom means to destroy something at very beginning. Okay, and second one, whatever we have learned, the word budge. Okay, what is the meaning of the budge? So budge means to move something in a very small pace. Okay, so the cart did not budge, so you know what is the meaning of budge. And third one, you know we learned about carry on and carry out. Okay, and there were another two prepositional fault like in and for. Okay, so we have learned this thing today. So thank you guys. If you are liking, then please try to subscribe channel and share with your friend. Okay, thank you, bye bye, take